Okay, guys, so we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly grim and perilous master today, because today we're carrying on their ongoing campaign, playing Cubicle 7's excellent Warhammer Fantasy RPG, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition. One of the two they have now currently. We are playing our campaign set in the northernmost province of the Empire, in Nordland, and in or around the city of Salzenmund. I'm trying to find the Salzenmund sourcebook. Here it is. We are making use of material from the Salzenmund City of Salt and Silver for our campaign, Salt, Silver, and Sin. And with me today are the stars of the Salt, Silver, and Sin campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing today. First up is Sean.
Hey, I am playing Thognoth Barrickson, a dwarf of the Cragforge clan and an Ironbreaker.
I should have said before too, Sean, I think your mic might be picking up a different mic than normal. You might want to just double check that. There's a little more echo than I remember hearing before. But next up is John.
Everyone, I'm John, and I'm playing Talther of Manon. He is a sailor priest of Manon.
Nice. And last, but certainly not least, is Darren.
Hello there. Yeah, I'm playing Alwyn Carlson, who is a human bounty hunter, and as always, with his lovable family pet, Astrid.
Very nice. Now, we are a little more month. It's been about 4 weeks since we last played, because I was sick and a migraine last time we tried to play. But what happened the last time, guys? I'm trying to bring you over to where we were.
Good question. I remember traveling in the woods and meeting some elves.
We took an elf with us, along with Aaron, and we travelled to the coaching inn that we'd stayed at previously on one of our journeys, and where we got the cursed package. So we went there.
Well, one of the cursed packages, only one of which you know about.
Well, I mean, I can only talk about the ones I know about, obviously. So, Katerina got quite friendly with some of the locals, chit-chatting, and did a bit of research and found out about what had been happening with the Darrenbacks and the Kreutzfelds, who are still at each other's throats. And they've been shutting down the silver trade business, it seems, because of all the fighting. But we did learn that the Rasberger estate seems to be the only ones that are still sort of trading silver and doing pretty well on it, because they're the only ones, it seems. There was talk of more mutant activity, I think mainly in the Kreutzfeld family sort of hunting lands, or sites more in that area. We did meet up with the rest of the elves in this area and camped down with them for the night, and they were showing concerns of more sort of mutant activity as well, and they'd seen more patrols near the mines. I think they were the Rasberger mines, if I'm right. Sort of more sort of, well, I think they were human patrols, were they? Like men with spears, and we saw one ourselves.
Yeah, that's correct. You guys also saw one. And then they also mentioned something about what they'd experienced in the forest as well.
I don't remember what they experienced in the forest.
Something that had been an elk or a deer of some kind.
I don't remember that.
Whatever it was, they had noticed something was in the forest that had torn apart an elk, and not seemingly for a meal.
All right.
Sounds familiar.
And did they put that? They didn't put that down to mutants, so did they? Or did they?
No. They're not sure what it is. Whatever it is not a it's not natural. It seems like something took that thing down and tore it apart out of sheer cruelty.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was pretty much all we learned when we were talking about then travelling on to maybe the Rasberger estate, or yeah, I think we hadn't decided which family to approach first. And the knights had already come through this way. They'd already travelled through and already left, I believe.
Yeah, and not necessarily in... here, guys, I've got a different thing for you here. Boom. Yeah, the knights, I think, had passed...
Yeah, the Sigma rights.
Yeah. Though the elves had no interactions with them. So, anything else you remember?
I think that's it.
Yeah, not recalling anything else.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a month ago I missed. I was out of town. You know,
Okay, that's right. Oh, you're right. You were with your mom.
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
So then, what, I guess, Thognoth, how are you feeling about being out and among the woods, sleeping rough with some elven hunters?
Okay, I guess. You know, I'll give the elves a. These are elves that I'm familiar with, or no?
You have not met these elves before, no.
I mean, the one that came with us was one of the ones we helped out, I think, back in town. But yeah, all the rest are new to us.
I mean, elves are always a little squirrely, but you know, I'll try to give them the benefit of the doubt momentarily. For the moment.
Okay. They are definitely keeping their distance from you.
Yeah,
it does seem that Calarion, the elf who brought you along, has given you the big talk up to the other elves because they haven't shot you. So, you know, progress.
Small blessings.
Yep. Then, anything else you guys wish to discuss with the elves? They've mentioned the state of siege that the humans seem to be under, judging on the patrols that they're sending around. And I believe you guys noted as well that the patrols that were going around were in no way like a proper armed militia. There was clearly folks who likely were farmers or other, you know, peasants that were sort of or bronze class people at least, who were repurposed into being part of these patrols. It was just to say easy XP, guys. So.
And they were patrolling because of the elk. I may have missed it.
No, I mean the elk is destroyed. So it was a carcass of a deer or an elk that they found that was torn apart for the sake of doing it, for cruelty, and something with natural weapons as well, not something living. Whether that's what they're patrolling for, whatever did that, or something else. You do know that there are mutants supposedly in these hills, so.
Yeah. I think it's rising tensions between the three factions. So.
But yeah, I think the factions thing's been going on for quite a while now, so I don't think it's that's heightened it suddenly, but it might be. More likely the mutants, I would guess, or this new strange threat that the elves are talking about.
Anything else, guys? you wish to do to talk to them. And what are you doing today, then? What's the plan?
I mean, I think the options are visit one of the family's estates or farms or whatever it is, or investigate the mines or the woods themselves and look into this elk sort of thing. But I think that's going to be a bit hard to track down to start with. So I didn't know if it was worth investigating the mines to see what the Rasburgers are doing that are making them still able to continue the silver trade. I think they might be involved with the mutants, maybe. But
Yeah. I think we definitely got to find out what's going on with the Rasburgers, because they were who we're coming out here to meet. Or we can try to meet up with the Sigmarites. That's the other option. If we can track them down.
yeah, where did we agree to meet them? I've forgotten where we'd agreed to meet them.
I don't recall you guys having a place. I think they said if you're taking your time, we'll see you there.
Yeah.
They weren't waiting for you.
Yeah.
So we don't know specifically which family they've gone to visit first.
Or if they just ran out in the middle of the woods and are hunting down the mutants.
We can ask about one of our questions. Have you seen any Sigmarites lately?
As far as I know, they haven't.
Yeah.
I think these are a little bit far away.
Yeah, this is on the far edge of the lands. Yeah. It sort of goes Durenbach's, the Rasburgers, and then the Kreuzfeld. So you're sort of in or around Kreuzfeld land right now?
So do we try to track them down to make sure they're not destroying everything, or the mines, or one of the families?
Oh, I'd rather not want to get between the Sigmarites and their objective. That could spell bad news for things. I think maybe we should try to find the Rasburgers.
Yeah, just to give a reminder of context too, what's their perspective on what happened here before?
The Sigmarites?
Yeah.
Heresy. They're here to destroy those that would dare kill one of their own members.
Yeah, that's I think the really critical bit there is that they're also dealing with either avenging one of their own or dealing with wounded pride for a corrupt member of their own. And it doesn't appear that either of the most significant noble families in the region did anything to prevent that from happening. Corrupt though he may be, he was a chosen of Sigmar, so the Sigmarites may be inclined to go and do their own thing here rather than check in with any of the nobles. And I don't remember if you guys discussed approaching the Rasburgers with them, but if you did, I don't remember seeing a lot of purchase with them.
No, I think we were talking about seeing the Rasburgers first because they were the ones we hadn't spoken to previously. They didn't know us as well as the others, and might be easier sort of conversation.
Are you saying
that
to know you is not to love you?
Yeah, I don't think they were too keen on our interactions with the families last time. So,
okay. Any other questions, Thognoth? You were the one who missed the first chatty time with the elves.
The elves' purpose with us. What are they? Why are they? What's their primary goals?
Well, no, they haven't really got any interest with us. I don't think. It was more we thought they might be able to give us some more information of what was going on in the area, but they keep out of the family business. They haven't got much input on that front. They've shown some interest in sightings of mutants and this elk thing, but they're not. They weren't really much help.
Just to remind, it was not an elk thing, it was an elk carcass they found. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I meant, because we don't know what caused it. That's why I'm sort of calling it the elk thing. Just.
There is a were-moose in one of the new Pathfinder 2 supplements, so look forward to that in Paradar.
Lovely.
In the desert.
Mooses are bad enough by themselves.
Kev, why are you
have
introducing so
now?
much stuff inspired by the Canadian fur trade? I don't know. So,
Do they pair it with a rare squirrel?
there is no rare squirrel, though there are ratatosk in PF2, which are giant Norse squirrels that live in Yggdrasil.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That whole nature book, like it was sort of stealth dropped it's a different game, so I shouldn't talk too long about it. But what it's called, How of the Wild, it's got a ton of fucking great stuff in it. Including, and I'm not just saying that because of the weremoose. It doesn't hurt that there is weremoose in there, but anyway, it's our Canadian content for the day.
Trying to think if I picked that one up. I just haven't gone through it yet.
It was sort of a surprise release right when they did the remaster. Like right after remaster,
I definitely have it.
Yeah, I think it was it was either, if not one of the first, it was the first source book that was released for it. It's got minotaurs. It's got a ton of cool stuff. Centaurs. It's got the basically the rules for playing shifters in PF2. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that's our tomorrow game. Anything else you guys wish to ask of the elves? It is very rough camping here, by the way. Like, they have food, they have shelter, but like everything is cobbled together from natural, the natural surroundings. As a reminder, too, these are folks living on the edge of these lands because they also happen to live on the edge of the Lower Lorne. So they're also the outcasts of the community living in the Lower Lorne, the elves within there. So,
you guys have it rough.
They do, but you guys help them out by murdering a bunch of elves. So, you know.
So I guess what's maybe another way of looking at it, what's the closest? Is the mines closer to where we are, or the Rasperger?
The mines for each of them would be in separate areas, and you'd have to head northwest, in order to get to them. And the first ones you would hit would be the Durenbachs. I'm sorry, the Kreuzfelds, then the Raspergers, then the Durenbachs. And I believe it was the Kreuzfeld lands where those mutants were supposed to be.
That's the most frequent sort of sightings, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would be closer to here.
So let's see, mines, go after the Sigmarites to catch up with them somehow, or meet with the family, right?
Yeah, check out the Rasperger family, because we haven't met them at all yet, really. I think that's the three obvious options to me. I don't think we're going to have any control or real interaction with the Sigmarites. I mean, they're just going to do what they want to do. So I think Alwyn wouldn't be that inclined to sort of go after them too much.
Oh, I've got a little prerogative, and as does man, it's been a long time. Katerina, to keep an eye on them at least, because our churches are interested in what they're doing. And in particular, got to make sure that they don't destabilize the silver trade. It's important to the church.
Well, if that's a strong enough, if you feel strongly enough about that, then we should start with that. But
So let them have their fun for now, as long as they stick to the wilds. We should definitely make inroads with the noble families, though.
Should we hit the other family first, then? Hit the
Raspergers?
let's try their lands then, Rasperger estates.
Is anyone suffering from fatigue of any kind from the travels? So we did use those rules from
I think Katerina might have been the only one.
Oh, okay.
I tried to keep careful track of my conditions that I don't have any listed.
Okay.
Do you want me to make a roll, Kevin? Since I was not.
No, that's fine. You're pretty sturdy, and you don't get the benefit of anything that happened last session. You shouldn't be saddled with penalties. I think the only time I've done that is when something has affected the entire party, typically.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, John hasn't been able to make Night Below for a little while, but it didn't escape him getting kidnapped by mind flayers and robbed of all of his belongings.
I had a bunch of shiny stuff, but hey, that urn of shifting winds is gone now. Kev doesn't have to deal with that.
Although, one thing to think of is we were talking about it last session, you did store some shit back at the Silver Boulay.
I did.
Yeah, so this will be a matter of deciphering where that stuff is. So, which is a long way of saying no, Thognoth, you haven't been kidnapped by mind flayers yet.
Nice.
Did I say yet? No, I'm sure that was misspeaking on my part.
Well, I mean, mind flayers are bad enough in the D&D universe. At Warhammer, if there was any, no thanks.
What would be? I guess Skaven would be the equivalent. You guys have already faced Skaven. One fucking viewer posted session 2 of the Endless Wave of Skaven dungeon. I'm like, yeah, that's read the book, man.
Pretty much learning the system at that point. So.
Like, what are you talking about? Oh my goodness. Sorry, it wasn't tailored to your specifications, Rando. My goodness. Zen, what are you guys thinking for tomorrow then? To setting out, leaving the elves here. Unfortunately, other than just the shelter, they're not going to be offering you anything. What you could do, Thognoth, did you buy any rations before you left?
Yeah, I think we're going to do a purchase session for him since he missed that. Make sure he doubled up on anything.
I mean, I have 5 rations on my sheet.
Okay. Do you have any money, or is it all in the bank?
I have 17 silver, 6 brass.
Excellent. Good. I speak on behalf of the Pickpockets Guild.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, before we set out, no, this would have been like 2 sessions ago though. Although maybe you missed that one for a con. Were you here? So last session would have been like the 3rd, I think. No, 4th of October. No, that's not right. It would have been September. When I was sick, and then 2 times before that you were gone. So that's when we traveled from what is it? Olden Leeds out into the wild. So I think maybe there was a purchase session you missed. So if you do want to buy anything
August
else.
30th was the last session I think I was in.
Oh wow, so you for sure missed at least one then.
I missed at least one, yeah. I was in San Diego a month ago. That was for sure I missed.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when we bought our stuff just before we set out.
Okay. So then if you want to purchase anything with that those funds, assuming the funds are accessible and they haven't been banked somewhere, just remember the banking or whatnot, those are only accessible during downtime, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I think I got this money. I think I...
Okay. Then, right, because you guys were paid by the elves for your assistance.
And I spent most of my money during that time on my armor. Back when we were...
repairing.
Yeah.
Heavy as the head that, serves.
He doesn't really lament it. I mean, he was going around with beat up armor for a while. He was fine. That's what it's for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then the plan then is going to be to travel directly to the Rasburgers then?
Yeah. At least try to.
How do you wish to get there then? Do you want to skirt the Kreutzfeld lands the way you've done last time and then make your way down sort of the main road into the Rasburgers? Do you want to try and skirt north through the mountainous territory? Or do you want to just cut straight across the Kreutzfelds and try and avoid the patrols? Or just deal with the patrols?
I think we're already on the edge of the Kreutzfeld, didn't we?
But you're on the far eastern side. You would have to cross them to get to the Kreutzfeld. So it'd be up around the north, down around the bottom.
I think we should skirt around the top.
The more mountainous terrain?
Yeah, That would be my vote. I think that's probably the slightly shorter route, unless you go straight across.
Double check our rations. Make sure we have enough for getting there and then some, because we might get lost.
How are you guys for rations right now? The other Thognoth's got 5 on him.
Yeah, I've only got 3 days.
That's 5 days worth.
You can forage as a travel endeavor. You can also fish as a travel endeavor.
Would the elves give us a rough idea of how long they think it would take?
For
far is
the trip, it was, what, 2 days to get here?
Yeah.
Was it 3?
We got turned around at one point.
I think it was meant to be 2, but it took us 3 because we got lost a bit, didn't we?
Yeah.
So heading back to the road would be 2 days then. Going through the mountains would slow things. So it would be... Let's see here. Here we go, travel stages. And what is your slowest movement among the party?
It'd be Thognoth.
Sorry, I'm picking on you, Thognoth. What's your movement rate?
3.
3. Okay.
I should have said it indignantly, but just put me down for that.
I assumed, yeah. It was heard that way. All right, so then it's basically half the speed of moving through the mountains. What is the speed of the humans, or rather of Telthor and Alwyn?
4.
Yeah.
Movement.
Both are 4.
Yep.
So let's see here. It would be then 2.5 days. Excuse me. With the humans, so it would be 2 days to get here as humans. It would be 4 day. No, 4. It'd be about 6 days going through the. Well, let's say 5 because one of the days will be going through forest. So it's going to be about 5 days travel to go through the north. It'll be about 3 with the dwarf going south. Or cutting straight across, for that matter.
I think Alwyn would see if he can try and scrounge up a bit of extra food off of our elven friends. And
yeah, you guys. Well, you also can do stuff during the planning stage for the trip.
we could try and hunt a bit while we're traveling, but rather sort of not rely on that.
Yeah.
I've got this elven dagger that I was gifted. I'm wondering if I could barter that for some more food.
Wasn't that a gift?
Well, for helping out, yeah. But I've got no use for a dagger.
Okay. I mean,
I discussed it with the group before I do it, but
Well, I think it's a gift from their group.
okay.
So you'd be selling it or giving it back to the same people that gave it to you. I think potentially that's the danger.
Different.
I think I'm right in that.
that's right.
Okay, well then, never mind. I don't
Also,
wanna
it's
affect
it's
anybody.
obviously a valuable find if it came from the crypt of these elves and dates from the time of the War of the Beard.
I thought it was just one of the fallen elves daggers from that fight.
No.
Never mind. I'm not going to do that. Didn't realize it was that nice.
Yeah. You know, they're not just giving you stuff from there. They gave you valuable artifacts.
Okay.
In the historical sense, not in the magical sense. Okay, so let's see. So I'm just trying to find the planning.
Outdoor survival is 35. However, is anybody else better? Hopefully.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said page 35.
No.
Mine
I'm 34.
35.
So we're all about the same.
Halford is a city boy. Well, city and sea boy. He's not a wilderness boy.
My navigation is 40.
Yeah, that's better than mine.
Navigation 37.
Okay.
But I can sail.
We'll keep that in mind. If we come across a lake or something, you're the one.
Okay. So I was rereading the planning endeavors here.
What would be hunting? That's got to be outdoor survival, huh?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, outdoor survival is useful. No one's got any maps of the region, right?
Don't think so.
Did anyone map as one of their travel endeavors?
Don't think we did last time.
So then if...
I think it was sort of navigation, hunting, or scavenging, and you're muted, John.
I think Katarina was doing that. She had that drawing skill.
I
that she wanted
thought
to use.
so, yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So, then you guys will be able to do one planning thing. Do you want to take an extra day living among the elves in order to do so?
Yeah, they'll have us. I mean,
Yeah. You've escorted one of their. Not only did you do an enormous amount of help, they, help to their kind. You also brought one of their kind here, right? So, that's you guys have the gratitude of the elves, and that is not something they quickly forget.
that elf was our main navigator too.
Right? Does no one have
But
navigation?
he had a substantial higher survival than we did.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Well,
So
I think
then-
it was actually the navigation skill he was really good at. I think it was 60 or 70 or something crazy.
Hmm.
So here are things. Let me just see if these are.
I'm sure we'll manage.
So what you guys could do is, I should make a handout for this next time too. Sorry guys, I should have done this beforehand. I hadn't thought we were going to make quite as much substantive use of these rules, but they are pretty fun. And I'll never turn down a random weather table.
There you go.
You know, I was bitching about some of those like the old school games that are basically just like so the old school OSR or like chapbook games where it's basically just fucking random tables, and it's like it's such an innovative game design. It's so much new stuff, and it's like there's no fucking game here, man. Like this is just random tables. But I have yet to meet a random table that I do not fucking love and make use of, so what am I talking about? So, here's what you can do, is if you wish to try and secure food, you can take the hunt, the fish, or the forage endeavors. I imagine fishing is not going to be a very productive one here, so I guess it'll be hunting or foraging, both of which use either outdoor survival or use lore herbs.
I have got the set trap skill as well. That's the only one I've
Oh yeah, you
use
can.
that
Yep, you can
for,
trap as well.
hunting.
Nice.
Sure. That one is using set trap.
Yep. So I'll probably try that if we're going to try and get a bit of extra food before
Sure.
we set out.
Each success level gives you one. It's a challenging skill check, and it grants you one food for one person for 1 day for every success level that you gain.
Right out. Let's give it a go.
Okay.
That set trap as its own skill is
Oof.
great.
That's good
Enjoying
start.
that.
Your trap worked. Alwyn comes
Myself.
running back into camp with a fucking rabbit
Got
trap
it.
on his hand. Oh god! You want
I
to?
might try that again. I think.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think a critical is that's not
It's
acceptable.
going the wrong direction.
Yeah, I mean, that's much better.
What do you think the challenge is here? Is it just a different terrain than what you're used to?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's just not. He's used to knowing the terrain a little bit better and where to keep things. He doesn't know the paths of the animals because after a while you get used to seeing signs of where the animals are making little routes through the undergrowth and stuff. So it just comes up completely empty-handed, I think.
Okay.
Were we trailed by some wolves at least one of the days?
You were.
In the distance, yeah, we had them following us, didn't they?
Yeah.
But
Maybe they scared off most of the game.
Could be.
Could well have done, yeah.
Thognoth, Talther, any of those endeavors appeal to you?
It is outdoor survival for foraging.
It is outdoor survival for foraging, yes.
Could attempt that.
Sure. Challenging skill check, please.
Offer prayer. Hopefully, Manon leads me to some food. Nope.
You want to...
Nope.
No? Fortune that? No?
I'm going to need it for later.
Okay. Then Thognoth, that leaves you. Anything you wish to do? You could... No, it's not really... You could keep watch if you want to give us a willpower check. Doesn't give you anything in preparation for it, but at least it'll forewarn you when we turn to the random encounter table.
All right. Willpower, did you just say?
Yeah, average willpower, actually, too.
All right.
This is just to remain awake.
I'll use a fortune.
Okay.
Well, 20's like,
Can't
here's
fall
all
asleep
the
in front of the
high
elves,
rolls, and
right?
we don't need it.
There you go.
There we go.
All right. So then, here's what I'm going to ask of you guys. Let's see here. First, would you each give us a D10 roll, please? And I'll roll one on my side as well. Okay. So it is for the second day. Once again, another very, very still, very chilly and misty morning. So it may very well be that, you set your traps, you go out and you find that they're frozen. Like the mechanisms are not necessarily frozen like, in the heart of winter, but just so chill that like nothing would probably touch the metal for how cold it is in the morning. Talther, you go out for scrapping around, but I imagine you're kind of keeping yourself close to the... Are you trained in outdoor survival?
I am.
Are you? Okay, so maybe you can go a little further, but you're not able to find anything. And perhaps, some of your time is spent kind of watching the thick mist around you for fear of what might be coming. And Thognoth, you've done a good job of staying awake and keeping watch. Would you give us a D10 roll too, please, Thognoth?
Okay.
Okay. So while they're watching around, Talther's out looking for his supplies. The elves have set out from the camp, leaving you guys alone for the day in this hunter's camp. Alwyn is off with Astrid checking traps, and you're looking around. Would you give us, please... Lore herbs, is that a trained thing? I bet you it is, huh?
It is, yeah.
Or advanced skill?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Then give us just a very hard, intellect check?
Okay. Very hard.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Oh, hold on. You actually get a bonus to this from there. So let's see here. Make it at plus 10, please. Actually, a net. So intellect at plus 10. So
All right. No worries. It's better.
That.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it was. Oh, it still came out wrong. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's okay. So if you rolled a 42, your intellect is what normally 35?
It is 35.
35. So that'll be 45 with the net bonus. That's a success.
Okay.
So what you find, Thognoth, you can imagine you're keeping watch in the camp. Seemingly everyone's gone. The absent players, their characters are dead asleep in the bunks. And what you find at your feet are, give us a 1d3 roll, please, or 1d6 roll. Oh, okay. You can tell us why you know what this is. Oh, cool. What you find is a strange moss that has kind of a pale, not so it doesn't flower because it's a moss, but it would have like a little bit of a sheen to it that you recognize. For one, it's surprising to you that you maybe recognize this because it is something that typically only grows in the Lorelorn. This is a patch of moonflower. When dried, the elves use it to treat black plague. And can also be used as an anesthetic. Like if ground up and inhaled as vapors, it serves as a anesthetic that either will knock you out or give you a huge bonus to cool checks along with a fatigue condition. So it's weed, I mean, effectively, I guess. It'll make you very chill or it'll knock you out.
Nice.
Yeah. So you would need to treat this stuff properly, but yeah, that seems like maybe there's a reason they made their camp here.
Yeah, perhaps it was from. Perhaps this is something the elves taught. There's probably some basic level of. I may be wrong about this, but cooperation between, like, his clan and elves in the region when big threats come up, like the Black Plague that kill both races. Is that possible?
Probably not among those two, but it could have been passed along through the humans, though. It's possible that this is something that they trade for. So it's odd that it's growing here, only because we have seen a lot of cooperation between you two, but like that your kind and or you and the elves, it's really an outlier. Like you would be viewed as a bit of a weirdo by your colleagues.
Yeah.
So if you want to give us another roll like that, I was just checking. The rules for collecting herbs are out of the Death and the Right Companion.
Oh, nice.
Kev, are you just justifying another purchase? I'll bet. You can give us a plus intelligence plus 10, and let's see how much you gather.
Okay.
Ooh, close.
Yeah, I guess I could.
You know, fortune that?
And I can't. I can't add because it has to be a success to add, right?
Yeah, Imperial Maledictum, you can do that, not in this, though.
Right. Yeah, I guess I'll just burn right through
Grim
these
Darkness
things.
of the Far Future is more forgiving, apparently.
Yeah, how about that? Right. All right, let's see. Intelligence plus 10.
Come on, Thagnoth.
There we go.
There you go. All right, so this is a... Ooh. Check the rarity of the herb. Moonflower, here we go. Moonflower is scarce, which means you gain 2 doses of it. Well done, Thagnoth.
Nice.
Yeah. So it can be used as an analgesic or something to treat Black Plague. It's a huge bonus, like plus 30 to treat Black Plague.
Okay.
And then if you, so as long as you succeed in your check and not pass out from when you're exposed to the vapors, you get plus 20 to cool checks.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you guys return from checking traps, from from foraging Talthur, and you find Thagnoth has managed to collect, and I guess I have no earthly idea how you dry stuff like that in the woods, but I imagine it's something like a drying rack or something near maybe the fire. So Thagnoth has found some plants, which seems very unlike Thagnoth.
Didn't expect that, did you?
Well, both of you come back empty-handed. Errant was, I guess, probably hanging out at camp during this time.
I think I'll find myself doubtful he found anything useful and look at it like it's a weed.
Okay. He assures you he's read about this stuff. What I think could be, Thagnoth, is there were happier times. So, like, while recently things have not been, since the War of the Beard, things have not been good between your people and the elves. It's certain you could have read older stuff in happier times about this specific thing that was traded. Because that's when there was trade alliances and when there was happier times, there still would have been the Black Plague. So that may have been something that you knew you wouldn't be able to acquire other than here. So, yeah. It's pretty valuable stuff, too, I think. So you can sell it for a pretty penny when you get back.
Things are looking up.
Errant asks Alwyn, did you see the elves when they were gone?
No sign. No sign of them.
It's getting to like maybe 4 o'clock, 4:30. Yeah, so it's getting later in the day. There's still no sign. You know what time they normally return?
Have we got any experience from the first day?
You guys arrived late in the day as well, and they were already here. So, but it was still daylight when you were here. He says maybe they got lost in the mist.
And was this a fairly temporary camp that they could just light up and leave and be gone?
They could, but it is a hunter's camp. There's still there are it's either meat or skins that are drying. Yeah.
And he's been at camp all day and he hasn't seen any sign.
He and Thagnoth were trading shifts for keeping a watch. I mean, Thagnoth, that's not really true. He's been sleeping for much of the day.
So how many number of them is there in their group?
In the elves, I believe there was... did I say 10 before? That sound right, guys, or is that too many? I don't remember.
Right. Oh, I can't remember if we put a number on it, I'll be honest.
I wasn't here.
Yeah.
Can't help on that one.
Excuses.
I'll say that there was 10 in the hunting party. Maybe even, let's just say 6. Because that probably 10 does seem a little big for remaining hidden. But no sign of them yet.
But we saw which direction they sort of headed out in, or...
You did, but again, the mist would have swallowed them pretty quickly, so...
Yeah. But at least we know it was sort of north, south, east, or west initially. Do you think this is something we should be concerned? They didn't say that they were moving on or looking to make camp anywhere else, and they've left, all this meat here.
Do we have how good of notion do we have of where they went?
Well, only they started in that direction.
That's it.
I'm sure Astrid could find them. She got a good nose, right?
I don't think she's that kind of dog.
But only when...
I don't know about dogs.
I think only when close.
That's Talther, by the way.
Yeah. Have you taught her any tricks?
I have, but only one. That's the one I did in downtime, which is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Yep.
But not very useful in this situation, I don't think.
No, and that's also often a trait that people want to breed out of or train out of rescue animals too.
Oh yeah.
But okay.
Well, maybe we should spend a little bit of time, just have a little look to see if we can see any signs of them. So, did you say it already got dark, or is getting dark?
It's still, I believe it's summertime, guys. So it is. Later. You got quite a few hours of daylight left here still. Just the cool weather, the overcast skies, and the mist is making it difficult to see. Doesn't mean you wouldn't be able to track, though.
Have we got any good trackers?
What skill are we talking?
Track, I believe.
It is an advanced skill. I mean, I've got a tiny bit of training in it, but my skill to start with was so low that it's not really good.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I can attempt it. Yeah, I can attempt it, but not really good at it.
I've got a 40. I'm not trained in it, but I do have a 40.
I think it's an advanced skill, though. They said.
I don't
that's right.
I don't think you can use it unless you've got something in it.
We just said that. That's right.
Yeah, I've only got 26, but I can attempt it. I don't know if it's fairly fresh, if it helps or whatever. But
the terrain would play in for the tracking for sure. Like tracking across salt flats would be a lot harder than
And they're elves, so who knows if they got the light footwork thing going on.
Well, do we feel concerned enough that we should at least spend a bit of time looking? It does seem strange that they'd leave all this stuff here. So we'll have a look at seeing if we can get a good sort of start on where they set off.
Sure.
As in tracking, because they're probably not too bothered when they set off to be too secretive. I don't know if they would be anyway.
So let me take a look at tracking terrain table. So good. I really deft steps and light fingers. I can love it. Pretty sure my dwarf book and my unless I got the dwarf book already, I forgot. Dwarf book and the elf book have been released, but because of the Canada Post strike, they're not shipping them to Canada yet. So I have to wait for that.
Yeah.
Would you give us then, Alwyn? So it is end of day. You would be potentially getting a level of fatigue because you're technically doing a second endeavor in the same day.
Okay.
So doing a second endeavor. Let me see here.
Is that minus 10?
It's a hard minus 20 check.
Oh, minus 20. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's almost impossible, but let's give it a go.
It's only a fatigue condition you get out of it, so it's not, the end of the world.
Um,
The end of the world is
So
what's coming in a couple of sessions.
so is it tracking at minus 20?
No,
or
first
is
you
there
need
any
an
other modifier?
endurance test at hard.
Oh, okay. I'll do the endurance.
And anyone
first.
who's going along with Alwyn will have to do the same.
So that's my endurance.
Okay. She'll be fatigued. But after making your roll for this, Talther and Thognoth, are you traveling with him?
Sure.
Okay.
I
Each give us
suppose.
a hard... Oh, sorry, I didn't hear your answer, Talther.
I suppose Talther's reluctant to go out there in the woods after the elves because he thinks they're going to get lost.
Errant will watch the camp.
Okay, endurance.
He's such a solid guy, isn't he?
Okay.
I'm going to spend a point on that one. I don't want to be fatigued.
Okay. Roll 20 disagrees. So everyone has a level of fatigue. And I mean, you can imagine like you've already been out in the woods. You've been cold all fucking day. You're having to go out once again, damp, chilly. It's a miserable experience.
Mm-hmm.
For the deep forest.
Okay, one level of fatigue.
No modifier. One way or the other for the terrain.
Okay.
So go ahead and give a
but
save. And it'll be a challenging because they would be wanting to try and hide their tracks as well.
But fatigue is minus 10 on all skills, isn't it?
It is, which
Is that
is so you can maybe if you've got fatigue added to your character sheet, you can just add plus 10 to it because you make the roll before applying the penalty of fatigue.
Oh.
If I put one level of fatigue, let's see if that works. I'm not sure it will. No, it didn't. But anyway,
There's a global penalty field in the conditions. Did it work? Did you try that?
Oh no, I put one rank.
There's also that global penalty right to the
Yeah,
right of it.
is it minus 10?
Yep.
Yeah,
There's that. I dragged my condition in, and it's not changing any of the numbers. So
Oh.
I think it might just do it when you roll, rather than affect your stats. But I don't know.
Is your track at 26?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should have been 16 you're rolling against. Oof.
Yeah, I'm just going to roll it one more time just to see
Sure.
if that works. But I'm not actually rolling it
You're not
again.
trying that.
No, I don't think it's...
No.
No, it's not working.
Global penalty doesn't work?
It doesn't seem to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the mist, the long day,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not the best tracker anyway. So he's coming up empty.
It is part way through this. It's probably a good 3 hours that you're wandering around trying to find these tracks for it, and you're fairly far away from camp when you guys can hear. It's not a howl. It's some kind of combination between a bark and a bellow that just carries through the camp. If any have any lore for nature, or where's my? You know what? I can use the GM screen. It's got a full list of skills on it, guys.
Nice.
You could use outdoor survival if you got. If you're using outdoor survival, it's probably going to be a difficult task, but you can go ahead and give us a roll for that if you'd like. If you have a lore that you think would apply to what might live in here, you can use that at average instead.
I've only got local lore, so only if it sort of well known, maybe.
Make that one a challenging then, please.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't have my minus 10, but I think I still made it.
just barely.
Yeah.
And then Thognoth, critical fail.
I think I think it's something else. I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong.
It's a wolf. It's a wolf.
Clearly.
Alwyn. So they hear it. Thognoth is the one who immediately, you can picture you're wandering around in the mist. You're potentially lost in the woods here. You hear that bark, and Thognoth immediately is like, it's a wolf. And Alwyn, you're confident that is no wolf. You're not aware of what would have made that sound.
That's no wolf. But I'm not sure. Would I think it's like a bigger creature from the sound or the noise?
It's easy to... It's definitely a bigger creature, for sure. From the sound of it and from how far it seems to have carried. The other thing that you're certain of... So, like, people like to ascribe, sentient or sapient emotions onto animals, them being angry or sad or happy or whatnot. And, like, the animals experience animalistic states that are like that. That, to you, sounded like fury. And curiously, you know what your mind goes to? Is the sound of those Norskins who went mad, the one who went mad and killed his friend all those months ago when you guys were hanging out with at that
the
tavern.
Red Mist, or what we called it.
Yeah. You could just feel it in your gut. Thognoth thinks you're full of shit.
Yeah, but he always thinks I'm full of shit.
You're seeing things and finding things that you just do not,
Thognoth's getting cranky too. He's out here in the forest, stomping around. He's tired of it. He's tired of it. I say, it's all for elves too. What are we doing out here?
And have I got any idea how far away I think it might be?
Why don't you give us an perception check in this game? I'm trying to remember. It's not awareness. This is the gap. It's like, the months have like 31, 28, 31, 30. It's
So
additions of games. Is it awareness in this one or is it perception? I actually don't know if it's awareness or perception in Old World.
So I guess it'd be challenging, so I'm just going to do it at -10 because of the fatigue.
No, this would be average.
Would it?
Yeah,
okay.
so it'll be +10 total.
Okay.
It's not contested. No one's trying to... Whatever made that sound was not trying to hide.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whoa, good roll. It's got to be about maybe 2 kilometers away. So like half an hour of... an hour of travel in the woods. And the sound from that far away, it's definitely in the direction that the general direction that you think the elves went. So currently, to make your way back to camp, you guys have that level of fatigue. It is getting dark. You currently have an easy task of making your way back to camp. You could try and push your luck, keep looking, then the difficulty, the further you get out, the difficulty of finding the camp again goes down by 1, and then we also have to factor in the lighting conditions. But again, Thognoth is certain it's a wolf. Just wait, you'll hear the second one. They always call in response. Anytime now. It'll come.
Yeah. We haven't got time waiting for that. I guess we need to put it to the vote. Do we carry on? There's a fair chance that this is related to the elf's disappearance.
I don't like our chances out in the middle of the forest, in the dark, in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, we've got torches, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, I am not cut out for this forest adventure. There's mud on my boots. I can hardly pick my feet up. It's terrible. Why are we out here?
Who wears pantaloons to go hiking? I mean, come on. So that's Talthr's vote.
Yeah.
And our chances. What would we let's see? What did we use before to try to figure out what we're doing? Was it outdoors? No. Your tracking? Are we relying on your tracking, Owen?
What, to get back? I don't know if we used the tracking to get back, did we?
No,
That's
to find
more-
him. If we kept forging ahead, would we be relying on your tracking? Would we?
And maybe this sound if it continues.
Is your tracking not to be harsh, but it seemed a bit squirrely. I don't know.
Everything's squirrely out here.
Yeah, it's putting me in the elf camp now.
Prepare the.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy because
He's cranky.
I
He's
think
not
it will be.
hiding it either.
I think
There
it
is
will
as
be
well.
challenging.
Yeah,
I'd like to think they would try to help us, but I don't know that for sure.
I mean, there's definitely a temptation to. It's just a matter of what our thoughts of success.
Yeah,
But
I mean, I'm not going to try and convince the others to go on if they don't think it's wise, and he would go with them.
I honestly prefer the Skaven tunnels to this.
Yeah, let's not go too far.
Because so in essence, we'd be. Were you? Let's see. Where's your tracking? Here. Or I see. Yeah, we could just try to follow by sound if that's any better.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you've got a torch, you will be able to still see the signs for tracking. So like that's, you don't need to be looking super far ahead. You need to be looking down. So if you've got torches, the lighting will not hurt you there. It's the navigating that is the difficulty. Remember that in the travel endeavors, there's two ways you can find your way through the woods. One of them is just to pick a destination and try and work towards that, which is outdoor survival. The other one is to just follow someone else who knows where they're going. That's track.
I think it sounds like we're going back on the sounds the group are making and our chances of finding them. I'm not confident, and I don't want to put my friends at more risk.
Okay.
So
Then why don't you guys, or Alwyn, why don't you give us an easy outdoor survival check, please? Is anyone else trained in outdoor survival?
I think it's a basic skill.
yeah, that's a
No, but
basic. The outdoor
In order
one.
to help you, you need to have training in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am trained. I got
Okay.
1 rank in it, but you
Okay,
know.
so you get +1 success level, Alwyn?
Okay. So you said average, did you say?
No, it's
Or was
plus
it-
10. It's not +1 success level. I think 80 and other gives +10 to the skill.
Yeah.
Was it average or easy? Did you say
Easy.
easy.
At this time,
Easy,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And got +10.
Nice. It's tricky.
I think it would be 3 successes because I don't think it puts the extra 10 in, does it?
It doesn't add the success level bonus.
Oh yeah, it doesn't add.
Oh,
Because you
yeah.
added success levels, so that's no.
That's also
Doesn't
added the
it?
wrong way because it's not the success level bonus, it's the bonus. +10 to the bonus.
Yeah. Whichever one you use, it never factors it in the numbers, does it?
I think the bonus it does.
Right.
The success
does,
level
it
it
does.
doesn't.
Right.
Because I put it in the bonus on the one before, and it still only gave me 5 levels of success.
But look, if you hover over it though, you rolled 45. The target number is 45 plus 10. Oh, wait, hold on.
Well, I rolled a 5. And
Yeah, 'cause the target number-
was 50. Oh, yeah, it did. No,
So
yeah,
it did. Yeah, it
increased
just
the
needs to be in
target
the
number.
bonus, not the SL bonus. But you're right. The
Yeah,
SL bonus
sorry.
doesn't
Yeah.
add in properly.
No, I did that wrong, sorry.
There must be a reason they've got it that way.
I think it's because most of the
Some
skills
don't they?
they have the bonus requires a success.
Yeah.
You know,
Got
So
it.
if you fail, it doesn't apply.
Kind of like with Thognoth's
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shieldsman situation.
Okay. I mean, he's got the plus 10 success levels to that, I assume. So.
But it doesn't then add it if you make a success, does it? You then have to manually.
No, you have to add it manually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Then it is the last waning rays of day when you guys make your way back to camp. And unfortunately find only Errant waiting for you there. He's up, he's standing near the fire and pacing his sword out, and he sees you guys come in. He says, what was that thing out there? Did you hear that?
Unfortunately, we did.
I think it's a wolf. I'm going wolf.
Wolf.
It brought back some horrible memories of that red mist we had in the in the city. A sort of a curse of some sort drove men mad. It sent a shiver down my spine. It reminded me of that.
Zalthar goes over to the fire, tries to warm himself up, and says, I hope it's not the thing that killed that elk thing they were talking about.
It could be that as well. But we were finding ourselves getting lost out there, and it was getting darker and darker. You've heard no more? You've seen no sight of any of the elves? I'll ask him.
No hide, no hair.
We can only hope that they've managed to find somewhere to shelter or hide till the morning.
It's not unusual. Oh, go ahead, Sean. Sorry.
Just it seemed too difficult to follow them anymore tonight.
Yeah, I think we're all weary after today's activities.
Aye.
What you would know, Alwyn, is, and Talther for that matter, if you've got training in outdoor survival, if they down something big, they may have just made a impromptu camp to a particularly large thing. They may need to, dress it and whatnot rather than transporting it through the woods. Although it would have to be something enormous or several things that are enormous to justify staying out, particularly if they knew that you were here.
Well, that's what I say. Hopefully they've camped down somewhere, or they're hiding out. If one of them is injured, maybe they couldn't move them easily. Or let's hope that there's sign of them tomorrow.
Okay. So then Errant will maybe be the one to ask. Then what do we do then? Are we waiting for them?
Well, we've got this food here. So we could. Maybe we should wait till the morning and see if any more signs and what the weather's like tomorrow.
Yeah, I think so too. That we can perhaps make more efforts in the morning.
I mean, we're not going anywhere tonight, so let's sleep on it.
What you can do as well is there is a camp endeavor for cooking. This would be yet another endeavor. So I don't think you guys have time to do that this evening. The meat is all raw, so you wouldn't be able to eat it yet, not safely at least. I mean, galloping trots, guys. We've been talking about that for quite some time. So if you want that, or the bloody flux,
I have no interest in experiencing that. So,
okay.
Nah, we'll put Aaron on that tomorrow, maybe.
Cooking.
If you decide to stick around a bit.
So
He's going to man the camp.
Cooking endeavor requires the trade cook at average or the challenging outdoor survival check. You can still eat it on a fail, but on a... And one person day of food is spoiled or lost for each level of fatigue. I think there's 10 days of... let's say there's 20 days worth of meat available. I'm not sure if you want to eat all of it. And then on a crit fail, I get to roll the cooking critical failure table.
Ooh.
Well, I need to worry about that.
So, this evening, is anybody keeping watch?
That's obviously affected by our previous activities as well.
You automatically gain a level of another level of fatigue on top of that.
Yep.
And then you also make a check.
Stay awake.
I mean, Aaron surely can help us out a bit with the watch, at least some of it.
He slept a good portion of the day, so
He's done very little today. If you want him to keep watch, you can do that.
And maybe I'll share the watch with him, and I'll hope that Astrid will help me keep awake and help me out if I was to nod off.
If you're spreading it amongst you guys, watching for 3 hours or less allows you to rest enough to remove your fatigue. So you can all take the turn. It's just whether someone really needs the rest.
Well, we've only got 1 fatigue each, but this will give us 2, won't it? If you do the watches, or the 3 hours will be all right.
So at the end of each day, hold on.
I know it clears.
Yeah, I looked up fatigue. It's usually up to the GM what constitutes getting.
Yeah, and it's different because we're using subsystems. The travel rules are a little different. Cubicle 7 does love their travel mini games. I mean, I love them too, so I don't know what I'm talking about here, but there you go. I'm just checking. Yeah, you get rid of it after a good night's sleep. Okay. Then, if you're all going to take a turn at watch, would you each give us an easy willpower test, please?
Then target bonus -10 for fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good point. Mine
So
should have been
-10 on mine. Yeah.
Mine should have been a little bit worse.
As long as you guys all pass, that's fine.
Wow, Thog, I think a lot of willpower.
I'm a willpower guy.
Okay.
Jesus. Yeah.
He has 2 things: willpower and shield. That is it.
Weapon skill, I'll have you know as well.
Oh, okay.
Not just parry.
Then you each have your you can clear your fatigue conditions as the morning comes. And would hold on before we do that, Thognon, would you give us a D10 roll, please? Okay, you're good. Then the evening passes uneventfully. You guys can cross off 1 more ration from everybody's sheet. Oh, and you should have 2 cross-offs, because I forgot to do that for the day of things. So you should be down 2 rations as of this morning. Morning comes. Still no sign of the elves. And before we go on our mid-session break, would everyone give us a D10 roll, please?
Absolutely. Well, looks like we're packing up and see the elves later.
Okay. 8, 10...
Try and take advantage of this food before we leave, maybe.
That would be an endeavor, so it would take the day.
Yeah, but it's a lot of food, 20 days worth.
Okay.
As soon as I've got 1 left.
Can't pack it up and take it to the inn and have them cook it for us, could we?
No, it would spoil. It needs to dry or to be cooked.
It's a few days away as well, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Temperature's a little better today, guys. It's comfortable. But it is pissing rain today. And there's a strong wind. So you wake up to just blowing rain coming down. Errant will be the one to is this the elves doing?
You think elves are magical?
You think not?
They certainly are.
I saw one turn into a griffin, but Oh no, I didn't. I was actually running away in fear. Never mind.
I can tell you, some of them are definitely magical. I witnessed it myself.
I agree.
So the I'm assuming the fire is out at this point, and everything is drenched, I guess. What are you guys planning on?
I've got my tent, which will keep us dry, hopefully.
Yep, absolutely. So you guys aren't affected by the precipitation yet, but precipitation today will be gaining -2 success levels to athletics, climb, and ranged black powder test.
It's a lot. Must be pouring.
Yes, it's really coming down quite heavily. Let's take our mid-session break, though, guys, before we carry on with our next day. And for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so then another dawn of another day. What are our heroes doing today? You've cleared your fatigue. Terrible fucking weather today.
Yeah, so my immediate concern is I've only got 1 day of rations left. So, I quite like the idea of trying to cook this meat up, since the elves don't seem to be needing it.
Yeah, maybe we can wait for another day to see if they come by. We can just all try to focus on getting this meat fixed.
Anyone have a tinderbox?
Tinderbox.
I think someone had one last time, but I don't know if they're here.
Did Katarina have one, maybe?
Maybe. Have they left anything around the camp that we could utilise? Anyway.
Let's see here. Let me check.
Well, I've got that handgun with some black powder. I mean, we could get one started.
I mean,
I'm not going to do that, though.
no, and like it doesn't really. That's not unless anyone's got any engineering. Like the black powder pistol is such an advanced device that I'm not sure any of you would know how to get it to work. Or at the least, okay, wasn't Katarina who had it? So, this could be making that fire a little tricky then.
What was it we needed? Sorry, it was
A tinderbox.
Oh no, sorry, I've got a tinderbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So then with that, we're not going to make you roll for it. You're going to be able to get that fire going again, but it's thanks to your tinderbox.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what is the plan for endeavors for today then?
Get this food cooked, I think.
Okay. So I'll take one of you to do that. Other ones you could forage. You could recuperate.
I guess there's nothing. I mean, two of us could. It's daytime, but I'm thinking of the elves. There's probably nothing we can do to.
I'd quite like to sort of tread our steps from yesterday evening in the daytime and maybe just try and finish off that journey and the extra 2 kilometers.
So Alwyn and I do that then, perhaps. And Telfer, you want to? Who's it? What makes sense?
Maybe try to get that food cooked with Aaron. Keep a watch out.
Okay. So then, if you the rain is unfortunately going to be impacting the tracking as well, because that's going to be washing some tracks away, but better trying that, I suppose, than nothing.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to push it. You know, if it seems like it's going badly, then we'll probably just give up. But if we can make a good start and it seems to be going well, then we'll sort of attempt it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally does. All right, so then let's see here. You don't have trade cook, do you, Telther?
Nope, I'll be doing outdoor survival.
Okay, so it is outdoor survival. At challenging, please.
Okay, I'm just double checking if I need to spend any of my special.
How many of the 20 do you want to try cooking?
As many as I can.
You're going to cook all 20?
Well, I don't know. Is it harder to cook more?
Because
it's going to spoil. It's already been sitting out a day.
No, but it was being dried, though.
Oh. In this weather?
I think what I'll say is that you, at a maximum, you're not trained in trade cook, so let's say 5 you can do at a time. What's your outdoor survival skill?
It's a 36 total, but
you could do 3 at a time, because the maximum you could possibly get would be 3. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to figure out here. You can do 10 at a time, we'll say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try that. I'm just looking to see if I want to spend any, like, resolve or something. Now we'll just go roll with it.
Okay.
And you said average or?
Challenging.
Ugh. Well. Hey!
Okay.
Roll 20 was nice to us this time.
Nice.
So then you have prepared 10 rations.
Okay.
However, this food is going to, because it's not preserved, it's going to spoil in one day. So you'll be able to eat, everyone fed today from that, and then it'll last for one more day afterwards, and then 2 of those will spoil. Okay. So Talther is cooking up the meat. Thognoth and Alwyn. Alwyn, would you give us a challenging track check, please? Actually, make it average track check at -10, so or track check at +10. Kind of counting the weather and. Okay, and then would Thognoth give us a 2d10 roll, please? Okay. So, as you guys are making your way out, drenched pretty quickly, you are fortunate that you're able to pick up the trail, Alwyn, fairly quickly. And you're able to begin following it along. You can imagine how you're moving through, something similar to what is in the illustration here, although probably more deciduous trees than coniferous trees. Carrying on for probably maybe 2 hours of time. Thognoth, this is absolutely miserable fucking weather to be traveling through this kind of terrain. Everything is either mud or full of, twisting roots from the trees that are around there, or from slick
It's why
rocks.
proper people live underground.
Most
That's
definitely.
why we do it.
Most definitely. And Alwyn, you're quite confident that you're able to carry this on for longer than as long as the trail will still last. It is about 4 hours into the days. You guys have taken a break. You've eaten what you can. You've had some water. One of the upsides of this is just keeping the canteen out for a certain length of time. You're going to be able to get some water from this, or get it rolling off of a rock. And you reach a point in would you give us a average outdoor survival check too? You're going to get some information that you're going to notice. I want to see if there's additional stuff you could glean.
Both of us?
Just for, if you're trained in it.
No.
No,
Negative.
okay. I mean, it is a basic skill. You could also roll as well.
Okay.
Now, Thognoth, it'll be at average.
There we go.
So, Thognoth, as you're making your way along, it's, for a guy who says he's, dwarf through and through, you sure seem to have some pretty substantial insight into the ways of the elves.
You just got to look past the grumbling, and every now and then something comes out.
Yeah. What you realize, this is, it is fairly well concealed, but it's actually, it looks to be a hunting path. This just seems to be a path that is either like an old animal path that they're making use of, or it is something that hunters would be using to navigate around in the woods. It would be a good idea to keep an eye out for similar things, because it could certainly lead you along towards where other game is, or potentially other... Oh, that's where. I was trying to figure out why our stream... normally when it's up, it doesn't. My computer doesn't go to sleep. It's because I stopped the stream at some point. Sorry. So you're thinking, okay, well, this has got to be one of the ways. They must be along here somewhere. And it's about 4 hours into the journey when you walk along and you find that the path at a pinch point seems to have 2 large trees knocked down in front of it, making it that you'll have to clamber over these things in order to carry on your way, or you'll have to find some other way around. These are not deadfall. These are relatively fresh trees. They don't have that dried out, look to long dead. They don't have the rotted kind of not loaminess, but like the lack of structural integrity that you find with deadfall. These are fresh trees, or were not long ago. You cannot see the roots of them, so it's not clear where they've fallen from. But this is something new.
Seems suspicious, Alwyn.
Is there no signs of axe? Like someone's taken an axe to it, and
because of the nature of the terrain, you'd actually have to clamber over in order to see the roots of these things. But it does seem like one from each side.
Yeah, it looks very suspicious. And this, did we get this far last night that it's new, or it's just, it looks like it's happened recently?
You didn't get this far last time.
No. Okay. Well, I mean, if we haven't already drawn weapons, I would draw my weapon straight away. Just
okay,
and be sort of listening.
Sure. Why don't you each give us a
looking at Astrid to see if her ears are picked.
Sure. Alwyn, we'll model Astrid's help as +10 to your perception check, but give us an average, or a challenging perception check +10 to you. Just a regular perception check for you, Thognoth.
All right. This is mainly vision.
With your helmet of seeing.
Yeah.
It'll be a combination of that, and I think just with the rain and the obscuring, I don't think that your helmet's going to be helping in the hearing department either.
Yeah.
But look at that. Nicely done. Thognoth, have you been training your perception? What the hell?
Both. A little bit of perception and a little bit of... what's the stat called? Initiative? Initiative, right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that is better than it used to be.
Thank you for noticing, by the way.
Absolutely. Heck yeah. So, Alwyn, you are quite confident that this is a... that this is... There must be something out there. Like you're just not seeing it and not hearing it. The howling of the wind, the moving of the trees, the falling of rain on all the surrounding terrain. It's just a din for you. Thognoth, I think you hear off in the distance another kind of barking, belting sound. Oh! That just carries. It must have been at the very edge of perception, like the very edge of where you might hear something, and you're quite certain it's not a wolf. You were mistaken.
Alwyn, I feel obligated to tell you I might have been mistaken yesterday. It's not a certainty, but I feel necessary to properly make you aware of that possibility.
I think Alwyn needs an endurance check to avoid throwing his back out from rolling his eyes.
Yeah. That's very manly of you, Cognoth.
I may have used more words than that, like added in another,
Yeah.
Is it close? Did you
It
hear
was close, Kevin, right? It was.
It actually is. If you talk to Alwyn about where he heard it last time, this seems further away than what the last one was. So you have traveled further out, but now this sound is further away.
Have we still got the track of the elves? We're still
Well, I
following
mean, it
that?
continues on in the direction that you are
trees.
We've got to climb
traveling,
over.
but it's got to be, you have to clamber over the trees in order to see what's there.
Yeah.
Well, do you want me to try to climb and you cover me with your bow?
If you think that's manageable, looking at you in your suit of armor, I mean,
I don't
know
love
how
it.
easy that is.
My climbing is not terrible.
Oh no, it was more your equipment.
Yeah,
I was thinking might make it harder.
I mean, we could try to go around too. I mean, it's into the bush.
That's actually not going to be possible. You have to navigate around and then bushwhack. That's the nature. Like if you were inclined to set up a trap or to prevent someone from using this path, you would be hard pressed to do something better than what's been done here.
Well, I'll cover Bognoth because we're probably, if we're going to continue, we're both going to have to climb up at some point, aren't we?
Sure.
So I'll
Thognoth?
cover him with my bow.
So this will be an average athletics check, but it is -2 success levels because of the weather, because of the rain.
Is it? I do have climb skill. If that's.
Is there a
Do you ever
separate
think-
skill for climb?
There is.
That is
This is Warhammer Fantasy, my
such
good
a
friend.
fucking throwback. Holy smokes.
there's between the separate cook skill, the separate tracking skill, separate climb skill, separate.
So that'll be climb then. Give us a climb check at -2, or sorry, -2 success levels and average check.
Okay, -2 success levels. Okay. All right, that's poor. I will. I have one left. That's
Okay.
what they're for.
Yep. A lot of critical
Okay.
fails today. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Roll 20 is not in our favor today.
Yeah, really. Well, thank God we're not playing a horror sci-fi game later today.
There we go. Although now the SO bonus is not on there, so it's actually worse than that.
Okay, so it'll be -1 success level.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is one of those things where I think you're going to be able to get over, but I think it's at the cost of 1 level of fatigue. Now, this is just such a frustrating and exhausting process to go through. You're finally able to get yourself to the top of it. You could drop down. You don't have any rope, do you, Thognoth?
I don't think so. Let's see here. It's unlikely. No. Nope.
Okay. Alwyn, do you have any rope?
Yeah, I've got 10 yards of rope.
Okay.
Not bad.
I'd have gone for 15, but I mean,
That's what it came in, apparently.
Yeah. So then Thognoth is on top of this, and you can sort of inspect what you want. If you're able to see the edge of the if you want to look down to see how these things came down here.
Yeah.
It's as if something has torn out the side of the tree and caused it to fall. There's splintering and whatnot. This is not a clean axe cut. Something has just gored or clawed or chewed out the side of this huge fucking tree and caused it to collapse.
It's one tree?
Two.
Two trees.
Yep. One from each side has come down.
I'll call that down. And I say, well, something has brute forced these trees down. I would have had to, it's not a cut. That would have been, that's a good sized creature that could do this. And it's a little disturbing that it seems like it seems calculated. You know, it seems with a tree on each side falling purposefully across the path, and something that large. I don't even know what to suggest of what, I don't know if it, I don't know if there's any trolls out here, or if they're even smart enough to do this, but it's disturbing. Combination of the cunning and the size of the creature gives me pause.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like the sort of thing that they'd get, the Skaven would get one of those large creature, those giant rats to do, but I don't think, would we find them out here? Unlikely.
It's probably unlikely.
Thognoth, give us a average perception check. You just have an eye for, I think, like weapon damage.
And I think I'll take my helm off since I'm up here on top, giving an official look around.
You got it.
Let's see here. Perception.
Thognoth wants to feel the rain on his luxurious hair.
Well, you know, and I shake I give it the flip over the dwarven. Yeah. Did you say average?
Average.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
you're because of the mention of that too. You remember hammer striking anvil, like, pneumatic press type hit from those rat ogres. But those hits that were splintering your dwarven plate, those came from weaponry and steel. Whatever's here, there's no clean lines that you would expect from an edge of it, nor is there like the buckling. Like, you would have to be either unthinkably strong and combined with just, unimaginably determined to use a hammer to take a tree down. But there's no sign of any impact like that either. Whatever took this thing down used natural means: claws, horns, fangs. There's no tool work in taking this thing down. Brute force.
Yeah, it seems purely. There's no metal used in this, I don't think, on the downing of these trees whatsoever.
With an impressive success, that's almost on the edge of critical. If it is something, what might be left behind here? What have you been following?
What was the last part? What was the last thing?
What have you been following?
Elves, we hope.
No, you've been following the tracks of elves.
Oh, the tracks. Right. We should call down, we should get to look at these tracks, whatever, give a little more information about what we're talking about here, Alwyn. I call down.
Is there any signs of any other tracks, like we're following the elves? Is there any other tracks that I can make out that might also be
not that you've seen so far?
No, not up to now. Well, I think I better come and have a look around where the tree was felled, maybe.
Okay. So you'll have to clamber your way over, and then I also would like to hear what your plan is with Astrid.
So how long this rope? How much of the climb is it going to cover?
you're hoping to have Thognoth secured at the top for you, or what?
Well, it was just I could tie Astrid round, the rope round Astrid.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was an average check at -2 success level. So, like, you could do the same thing and just tie Astrid to you in some way. Dog on the New York City subway kind of approach.
Yeah. If you want, you could also toss it up. Toss it up to me. And
well, that's what I mean. I didn't know if it was
Astrid
long
prefers
enough.
not to be called an it, but you meant the rope.
Toss me. What? You heard me. Toss me.
Well, let me try to climb. So it's average
and -2 success levels. Average climb.
You don't want to throw the rope up to me to help this?
Well, I think.
No?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's long enough to do the climb, so I'd have to use it to tie to me to assist Astrid up.
10 yards is pretty good. But, okay.
Completely.
Oh, I didn't.
Alwyn makes his way up there without any difficulty whatsoever. No fatigue levels for you. Astrid also is pretty, he takes it pretty well, it seems, with that level of success. If you get up there and you unlash her, she gets down and is able to navigate pretty handily on here, although she turns in the direction of one of where the stump remains of the tree, ears flat against the head, and she lets out a low whine. That's not like whatever the scent is, whatever's down there.
So I'm going to go and investigate that and see if I can look at tracks in the ground. Sure. Anything that might give us any more clues.
Yeah, give us. So you're going to be able to get, the better you roll, the more information you're going to get. Give us an average track check, please. That accounts for the weather.
Yeah.
Nice roll. Wow. Okay, so here's what you find down there. And it's really something you've not seen before. I want you to picture the kind of cloven hoof print that would normally be left by a goat or a cow or something like that. But it's not a hoof. It is clearly a flesh and blood because of the inconsistencies, and you can see there's a deeper impression for the heel and for the fore thing. It's like something probably the size of adult livestock was stomping around here. There are claws or hooves or something, but they're not razor sharp. They're not like talons. They're something closer to what you would see on I'm trying to think. I don't know. Is
it sort of horse or cow or them?
No, because there is definitely a difference between. It's something unlike. It's something unlike you've ever seen before, for sure. There is only two prongs, so that's what made you think of the cloven hoof at first. They're squat and they're wide, so whatever's here is quite heavy as well. It would have to be to do this, and you can see where the
legs.
Yeah, where the claws. No, 4.
Oh, he's 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
The back legs are smaller than this, but I mean, if you judge from where back feet and front feet may be, or the back prints at least, or the front prints may be, this thing has got to be the size of a adult bull.
I mean, I'll obviously describe this to Thognoth, and
the way that the claws go into, it's not like talons the way like a raptor or something like that might have. It's not like a rodent. It's not really like a dog either. They're blunt and digging in. Those two teeth, especially where the stumps are, it clearly took work for this thing to do it, which means that something with a four-legged creature came here, smashed one tree down across this path, and then smashed a second one across this path. Now that you can see what Thognoth has described, it's exactly as he said. Something has just gnawed or, smashed its way through using natural weapons. The rain continues to fall around you, and you can hear Astrid whine from the top.
And does it sort of head in the way that we were following the elves once it's
That's
sort
where
of
the
done
trail
what it
is,
was
and
doing?
you need not make another roll to see that the elven trail, the older trail you were following from 2 days ago, still is in this direction.
And this is the direction you heard this cry from, Bognoth? Or this noise?
Yep.
Sounds like it's still in the area, whatever did this.
Disturbing what its purpose was in this. Either as a either as a trap that it's no longer here for, or to stop. It's just to stop the trail from being used. That's all I can think of.
So the question is, do we continue our search for the elves, or do we take this as a warning that something may have happened to them and it's too late?
And some concern about what we could do about it. Unless if we stumbled upon, we don't know how many there are either. It's at best case there's one, and that might be quite a load, might be quite a handful all by itself, much less if there's more than one.
There was 6 of them.
Right. There's an old dwarven saying, watch what you wish for, watch what you look for. You might find it.
They didn't say they were looking for whatever took down that elf.
Us.
The elk.
Us. That we're...
Oh,
we
you guys, yeah.
We might come across these things. We might find them, is the problem.
Yeah, we're hoping to find the elves rather than this thing, but
yeah, that'd be
it
the
could
hope.
be strongly related.
Right. But let's say they needed aid and they couldn't, we wouldn't... If we came across these things and the elves were no longer able to help, it would just be the two of us. Be the issue.
So you thought it was quite far away, that sound. Maybe we travel a little bit further, see if we learn any more, and then make the decision to turn back or continue.
That's fine. Yeah, we can... that's fine.
So we don't give up on them quite yet.
Yeah.
See if we can learn any more of what happened to them.
I'll give Astrid a scratch. And, all right, let's press on.
Okay. You need not make a climbing check to descend from here, but once you're down on the other side and begin carrying on the path, you realize the path kind of goes down at this point. So this would have served as an incredibly effective barrier if you were wanting to prevent someone from leaving. And the way the terrain is, this is sort of the kind of... It's been transformed into kind of a box canyon where you would be able to funnel prey and quite easily just deal with it because it would have nowhere else to go.
But there's absolutely no signs of an ambush or any sort of combat or anything there, is there?
No sign that the ambush was sprung, no.
Ah. Okay.
So, it is about 2 hours. It's about after another hour is when you sort of realize that they're leaving the trail, which suggests they may have been going hunting. But you rolled well enough to be able to follow those tracks still. And following those along for about another 45 minutes, you do come across... I think I need you to each give us a... Let's see here. a cool check, please. And we'll make it at, I think, at average, because I think you are likely to have expected something here. Okay. Critical success. Thognoth, am I correct in thinking that you're, from what you've told us so far about the Elven trails, the recognizing the Moonflower, your willingness to be traveling with these elves and whatnot, is this you warming to a sense of responsibility towards these folks?
Yeah, I mean, we fought along. I mean, maybe not these particular elves, but we fought alongside each other. So that I think that crosses a Rubicon, whatever the dwarven version of a Rubicon is.
Okay. The reason I ask is because it's resilience that is the short-term one, right? Resolve is the big one.
I think it's the other way around. I think resilience is the big one, and
resilience
resolve is this sort of.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I always get that wrong. You'd think that I've been, not running the game for.
I think it must be actually, because the box is called resilience. The whole section the character sheet.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the main one.
Are you down any resilience right now? Or are you at maximum?
Or you're asking me if I'm down any resolve, right? That's a smaller one.
Resolve, forgive me. Yeah, any resolve.
I am. I'm down 1 resolve.
You can gain 1 back.
Okay.
Because with that critical success, what you find is the booted half leg of Calarion. And just that. There is a sign of carnage. The heavy rains have washed away much of whatever else would have been on here too. But you find a clearing where there's obviously something, it's all torn up and chewed up by those same kind of markings and prints that you saw before. There is signs of damage to the trees that are around here. There's 1 or 2 arrows that are in the trees, but the only sign of anything remaining here is this cast off lower leg, and you recognize it as Calarion's boot because you've seen him traveling in that. I don't know why you would have noticed the boots, but this is someone you fought and bled with when you faced that wight. You have a elven dagger at your waist. It is a gift of their people.
Mm-hmm.
And that's suitably, I think, with the critical success, rather than fear, you are feeling a renewed determination. Something has hurt someone who stood beside you and bled with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, we found what we were looking for, I'm afraid.
It's only one of the 6 that we assume is unfortunately no longer with us.
Mm-hmm.
You can give us an average track check if you like.
Okay, I shall try that.
Nice. Are you down any resolve?
I am, yep, 1.
You can take 1 resolve. How does Alwyn reconcile? You can see the path. It's very easy to follow, even with the terrible fucking weather. They seem to have escaped, though it's clear whether they're pursuing it or it's pursuing them, but it is quite clear that there's a path that goes to the northeast, so sort of further away from here, but further away from the Kreutzfeld lands as well.
So I think he's saddened, obviously, by the sight of what Fognos found, but then he has some hope that he also sees many footsteps of the others that maybe have got away or survived, that maybe this isn't a pointless, mission or task that we're undertaking to try and find them. It looks like 4, maybe even 5 of the rest of the group have made their escape or retreated in this direction. And I'll point out, you can see where there was a fight or scuffle, and they've made their way in that direction.
Critical success, what I'll also tell you is there is something that is, you can see there's probably like a collection of fallen leaves underneath one of the trees. And it's formed kind of a basin of sorts where the water is accumulating. But what you can see sitting atop this is some small amount of unnatural and reeking sludge of some kind. It is not blood. It is not sap. It is not oil of any kind. But there is something here. You could give us... what lores do you have again?
I've only got lore local.
Lore local. You could give us a very hard lore local. I know the likelihood is very low, but, the dice surprise us sometimes.
Very hard. There we go. Car's close as well.
So if you draw to Thognaught, do you have any... what are the locals? What are the knowledges or lores that you have?
Dwarfs and geology.
Give us a very hard dwarf check, if you like.
It's a wolf. I'm telling you, the wolves did it.
I've reassessed my position on this.
I've
fairly certain
reassessed. Quiet.
So the two of you look at this, and it's tough to make... What is this? Like, it may be signs of whatever it is you're facing, but, like, what is this liquid?
What do you think, Alwyn? And you said, Kevin, what's its location?
So it's there's a bit of an overhang here where Alwyn's managed to find something, and it's along the path, and there is a basin where it almost looks like if it wasn't so unnatural, you would think of it as blood. Right, like maybe in a fight, someone bleeds somewhere. It happened to get caught in this kind of matted basin of leaves, and with the water going up, blood would diffuse in it and would be washed away, as so much of the other evidence of the carnage here has been. But this is just sitting atop it, like a viscous sludge. Unless you tell me otherwise, I'm assuming you're not touching it.
No.
Ashra's ears flat against her head. She's keeping a 15-foot distance from it.
I mean, I might touch it with like a bit of stick that's a couple of foot long stick, and just prod at it just to see if it's like liquid or more sticks to the stick, and
it has a sticky gumminess to it, for sure. And it seems to where it comes up the end of the stick, if it's like a whittled down thing or it's exposed, it would be discoloring, almost as if it is infecting the end of that branch.
I can only guess this comes from this strange creature that we unfortunately seem to be following.
Your mind does go back to the camp, I suppose. Far to the south on the far side of that barrier. Talther and Arendt are alone.
And we haven't heard any more of those noises that Fognoth heard a while
Thognoth
back.
said it seemed to be further away than it was
It
yesterday.
hasn't repeated, has it? No.
Well, we don't see any signs of anything being dragged off, do we, Kevin? Any
Really hard to tell. I think with the critical success, the critical success will give you that extra information with the whatever this viscous liquid is, but you only got one success level in it, so you're certain of the direction of where this thing is. You're certain you could follow this trail. Again, you're certain that there are 4 or 5 elves that were among the track, but you're not sure if they were pursuing it or if it was pursuing them. If you go back and inspect the area, you certainly could try and gain more information, but you have spent your full day now, right? So your first endeavor is done. Getting back or following the trail further is going to be a second endeavor, which is going to be another fatigue level.
I mean, we've
But first,
I think we've come. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. Just before I get off, I want to address your question. Give us another. You can give us an average track check. This is both Alwyn and Thognoth, or a hard perception check. They'll give you a little different information.
I'll go for the track.
Make it a... Okay.
Nah, I found.
Okay.
Right. Word perception test. Surprising.
You can find one place where you're fairly certain is near where the leg was, maybe within about 30 feet, a little deeper in the bushes. I think you can find the place where something, whether it was Calarian, the rest of Calarian's body or not, was consumed. Because there is like an ear, maybe a finger or part of a hand. Notably, this is different than what they described, that the elk seems to have been killed and mutilated but not consumed, other than by scavengers afterwards. This has been consumed. This is not... There's definitely an element of mutilation, but it's been consumed.
Alwyn, have a look. Afraid I've found more of the same. But
You
it
would
looks
also find
like,
the shattered bow. You'd find the leftover, like the metal bits and bits of the little scraps of clothing would be left behind.
But eaten in this case like a more wild creature in this case.
I mean, if it hadn't have shown the signs of intelligence with the trees and blocking the way, I would say that if the elves are, still alive, well, they wouldn't be still alive if it had just been a creature. I think it would have just ripped them to shreds and eaten them, or partially eaten them and left them. But the intelligence maybe is captured them and storing them for food for, later meals, or maybe there is still hope. But I'm now concerned that our friends are back at camp, and I don't want them to come looking for us and getting themselves into trouble.
We found what we were looking for, really, for the most part, to see what happened, and We need to head back. I agree. Time to go.
So what I would like to do is try and like take longer, but make a route back as we're going back, like mark trees or, make it obvious where we've been. So if as a group tomorrow we decide to travel together and go looking for them, it will be a lot easier to follow our route through the trees.
Sure.
And pick up the tracks.
I don't know if it's possible to get some of that, to bring some of the, just to bring a residue of the sludge back on that stick for the purposes of anyone else to see it. I don't know if Talther would have any better idea about what it is, but anyway, some way like on the
how do you think you would do that?
Just like, if you dip the stick and you just carry the stick back, so it's just going to have residue. It's not going to have. It's not like
the
you put it in
weather,
a jar,
right?
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm open to, if you've got a pitch for what you've got on hand, that'll make that possible. I think it's probably there might be a way to do that. Just
yeah.
Just having a look. No, I haven't got anything to carry it in, really.
Me neither. That's why I was just thinking on the stick. But yeah, the rain's not our friend.
No, I think if we come back this way, it might be here. By the looks of it, it's not, been washed away.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, if we come back, then we can show them. Otherwise,
sounds good.
I think it'd be more trouble than it's worth.
Okay. So then, for marking the trees, I think that'll be either a track or an outdoor survival check. And what we'll do is we'll treat it as if it's like a map endeavor, where it's granting you a bonus to the navigate check for next time. But that does mean that someone else needs to navigate your way back. So is Thognoth going to do that?
What are we using? Navigate.
It'll be to get your way back.
Outdoor survival.
That'll be a.
What's it tracking again?
So this will be following. It'll be either it'll be outdoor survival or tracking. Tracking is an advanced skill, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as is navigation. Navigation.
Navigation's basic. Yeah, it's basic. Yeah.
So you could use an I think it's easy navigation because you got a path to follow right now, and Thognoth got that success from recognizing it as a hunting trail earlier. So here's the thing: is you need to give us another climb check to get back over that barrier. This is only just to track whether you're going to get fatigue or not. Once you get over that, then it'll be a navigation check to find your way back, but that'll be easy. And then you'll give us a average tracking check to mark the trees and give yourself a bonus to find your way back this way again.
Okay.
That work?
We'll go for that, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah,
and then afterwards we'll do a... So go ahead, whoever wants to go first, or if you guys can roll at the same time if you like.
Well, if I try to climb up first, can I try and assist?
Navigation you're rolling, not perception. Or wait, did you roll or?
No, that was old.
That
was old. Forgive me. Okay.
Yeah. Are we doing the climbing first?
Yes, let's do the climb first.
Yeah. So I'll try and climb up first, and then try and assist Thognoth with my rope.
So it'll be average with -2 success levels.
Okay. -2.
Okay. That's good. You're good. So you get yourself up. Astrid does not wait and kind of hops down on the other side. She's glad to be on the far side of this barrier.
And then I'll lower the rope down and try and assist Thognoth as much as I can.
Sure. Why don't you take the +10 then, Thognoth? So it'll be +30 total, 30 to your climb check, -2 success levels.
All right.
I kind of like how they do that because it allows those talents to have that roll, right? Because the talents give the bonus success level. Right. That's pretty cool.
Right. Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no problem, Thognoth. You are very happy to put this place behind you, I imagine.
Yeah.
All of you head down. Then give us your respective endeavor checks, please. So that'll be a navigation at easy for Thognoth and a track at average for Alwyn.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so close. 18 minutes left in the session. You want to hear Fortune that?
The problem is it could get worse, and I'm just wondering if a little minor failure is better than a massive failure.
Okay.
Oh man, we both.
Roll 20 is giving us a little send off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Risk it. Do it.
Hold on.
So
the marginal
mine's-
failures.
Yeah, mine's just to help us, so I think I will push mine. I mean,
Okay. So here's what we need to do first.
Any.
I need you each to give us a hard endurance check, please. To
That's
avoid.
before the reroll, yeah.
This is. Well, yeah. Well, hold on. Are you going to re-roll or not?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I think because
You'll re-roll yours?
I'm only marking the trees. If I fail, I'll fail. So I thought
Okay, I see. Forgive me. I thought
Yeah.
I misunderstood.
No.
Yeah, go ahead and give
No,
us your re-roll.
No, so I definitely failed it.
Okay.
So it's a hard endurance. did
Hard
you say?
endurance check, please.
Okay. Whoa, that is pretty bad.
Okay.
Alwyn just quits on me. It's
I
unreal.
just collapse.
All right. So Thognoth is fine. He does not get level.
Wow.
Alwyn, gather yourself, man.
So I think what you see, Thognoth, what's going through your mind as you guys are tromping your way along? You're finding
As I
that this
see
is.
Alwyn just quit on me? I mean,
Well, I'll tell you what happens with Alwyn, but you're having some difficulty as well, because you don't know where the fuck you're going. You thought that you had this feeling, and then you're like, did we just pass a junction, or what's happening here? What's going to happen mechanically is we get to roll another event because you failed, so there's something else that's going to happen before you get back to camp. But Alwyn, you're going to gain 2 levels of fatigue from this. I think what Thognoth, as you're trying to focus, and growing more and more frustrated as the day gets longer, your dwarven eyes are fortunately able to see. But I imagine that twilight period, even if you've got like dark vision or whatnot, that weird period just before twilight is settling in at dusk, where it's harder to see than it is in the light or in the dark, that's where you are right now. It's just this really frustrating area. And that's when you hear kind of a whine from Astrid, and you look back and you see Alwyn sort of stumbles and falls to the ground. He's not unconscious, but Alwyn, like, just a fucking wave of exhaustion has hit you. What is it, do you think? Is it the loss of Calarion? Is it the being so far away?
I think the days, all the hard hitting sort of sights and everything's got to him, and I think he might have got a bit too close to that sludge, and he's took in a bit of fumes or something that have come off it, and it's just sort of giving him a headache, and it's just, I think he just takes a knee and just he's holding his head, and he just looks exhausted, and he feels like we're sort of potentially going around in circles a little bit, and it's just overwhelming him, and he's sort of taking the time out sort of temporarily to try and gather himself.
Thognoth, how do you respond?
I think I go over and I say, well, don't add to your burdens. You remember that I told you I might have been wrong about that wolf yesterday. Well, in addition, I'm not exactly sure where we are. I'm just telling you. I'm officially notifying you. I don't want to be disingenuous about this, so I'm informing you as an official matter that I'm not exactly sure where the trail is, or if we're still on it.
Unfortunately, Thognoth, you didn't need to tell me that. I've already come to that conclusion myself.
Well, it was my duty as the person on point to come clean about the whole thing, really.
Thognoth, would you give us a D10 roll, please?
And I feel that we've let them elves down. We've turned our back on them.
Mm.
So I think
and then
that's getting
Darren,
to
give
them
us
as
a
well.
D10 roll, please.
D10. 3.
Sorry, John, I should have been having you making these rolls. Fuck. You're doing...
I have been pretty quiet, so
Been busily cooking away in the background.
He's just cooking.
I'm doing the doorman. I'm invisible, and I'm cooking something. So
Yeah.
Then, John, would you give us a D10 roll, please?
absolutely, you all are doomed now.
Just don't
Finish
roll a
off
6. You'll be fine. Uh-oh. Sure you're fine.
There's going to be something attacking me in our end. Don't worry.
Okay. So, Thognoth and Alwyn, tell us what it's like for you to get back up and then get back going again.
I think Thognos as well. It's not going to get any easier staying here, and let's push on. We still have only there's only 2 back in the camp. It'd be better if we're all together now, united.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing that gets Alwyn back up and going is we've got them two to look after, but the elves are... It's caught up with him and it's weighing heavy on him, on his mind. You know, we were getting close to maybe finding them. Maybe there were survivors. Maybe we could have rescued them. And then we turned our back on them and headed back. So that's sort of weighing on him, and that's, I think, just getting you down completely. But now we've got to make it back for our other companions. So he does trudge on.
Okay. So it is about another 2 hours. You guys reorient yourself to start making your way down in a different direction, which you collectively think is the correct way to get yourself back to your camp. And I think, would you each give us a average perception check? I'm just curious to see who spots something first.
Oh, I've got -2 levels of fatigue, so that's
Okay.
-1.
Okay. Okay, -1, so it'll be Alwyn. So you are making your way. I was just trying to see if I had a picture of them or an illustration. You're making your way through the thick. This is not on the trail at this point. This is trying to just bushwhack your way to the back to the camp itself, or at least back to the trail you think it will lead to the camp. And as you sort of crest one little bit of a little bit of a rise, you can see down that there is a bit of a, not a clearing, but like there is a straight level bit that's going to be, once you clamber down this side, you'll be able to move kind of straight forward for a little bit. But what catches your eye is a bit of joined stone that seems to be poking out from up that. And at first you think, is this a ruin of some kind? And you look and you see through the trees, there's another one about maybe 60 feet away. Because of your vantage, you've got a pretty good way, and you look to the side and you see yet another one. What you might be looking at here are ogham stones. This is a holy place for those who are followers of the old faith. Something that predates the arrival and the coming of Sigmar and the twin-tailed comet. If you point that out, Thognoth, you look down and see this, and like, these are massive mynheers that are set up in a stone circle format. This is the way you guys need to go, and if you make your way down, neither of you have any magical or priestly inclinations, but it's hard not to feel the power of this place as you move down. And you can see Thognoth, while this is not the work of dwarves, it's a perfect circle. The geometry of this place and the placement of these mynheers is as precise as any, finely milled stone that would be placed by a dwarven smith. Obviously, the dwarven smith would be the dwarven architect and stonemason would be doing a much more. These are unfinished. All they have is crude markings on them. But nevertheless, it's impressive.
I have to suggest I'm impressed with the shape, with the craftsmanship here. So clearly they knew what they were doing.
Alwyn, you've stumbled across those elven ruins long ago that sort of captured your interest, and these are definitely, they don't have the beauty and the fine lines and the artistry that comes with elven work. But it's hard to imagine how these stones were brought here and erected here. You've seen probably some things like this on the outskirts of communities before, but this deep in the forest, this close to the lower Lorne? One of the things about this type of temple, because that's really what it would represent, is that it's impossible to know whether this is in use, whether it is abandoned. But what is true is that whoever is a follower of the old faith could come back here, and this temple would remain waiting for you, and likely will until the end days.
Well, if we're able to note where it is, Alwyn, it would be. I feel like it behooves us.
Well, it's a useful landmark, and an unusual thing to find in such a place. So this would have been human in construction then. This would be.
Most definitely.
I wouldn't want to rely on it, but it is even a thought of beyond my knowledge, but I wonder if it's even a bit of a sanctuary of sorts. Just a theory. Would hate to have to, again, rely on it, but it's a thought.
It has given me a slight, boost to my morale from being in this place. It seems to give a good feeling, if nothing else. But I guess we must press on before we run out of daylight.
Good to see the camp again, it will be.
So, leaving this place behind, you can almost feel it watching you. Those mynheers looming, the Ogham stones, as you are making your way back, and it is soon swallowed by the forest, but you can almost feel its presence still there. Talther, you were done all your cooking early on, and I think, John, you might be frozen. Your camera might be frozen. Oh, everyone might be.
Yeah,
I think it might be yours.
I lost you.
Yeah, hold on.
I lost Kevin. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
It's weird. We had to remember, 4 weeks ago, we had the thing crashed out too at the end of the session, which is weird because we had a we had a charity session after that, but or a player pick or something.
It's this time. It's right now. It's this
weird.
time.
Yeah. Some of my internet's just like, oh, we're taking the day off.
Yeah.
Talther, what is going through your mind as the day gets long and you realize that Alwyn and Thognoth have not come back?
I think he's wrapping up the last of the cooking. Just starting to get in the hang of it, and trying to keep Arendt away from the food. till later. You need to keep watch. But yeah, as the sun's starting to sink down, he's starting to get a little worried. I mean, he hasn't heard any kind of howling or things in the distance. So his feet are starting to get tapping, and he's throwing his glances further and further over to see if he can see signs of them.
Okay.
And he's definitely getting nervous.
So the others have undertaken another endeavor. Would Talther have done the same, or are you just waiting in camp to see?
I'm pretty eager to get as much food cooked as I can, but if it's going to spoil in the course of 2 days, it's not worth it. Got plenty of water. No, I think I'll just try and keep watch with Arendt as far as things go.
So I think, like, for a while, Arendt was trying to make, like, small talk with you over, just to try and keep the spirits up as much as can be done. But I imagine you guys have sort of fallen into silence and just staring at the fire sizzling in the rain when Thognoth and Alwyn finally come stumbling out of the bushes. What do you guys look like?
Bedraggled, I would think, probably. A bit dragging. A bit somber, to be sure. But relieved at the sight of our destination is what Thognoth would be.
Okay.
And luckily, not the smell of burnt food.
So
yeah, Talther look over them, just brush over and check them for any kind of wounds or anything. Because I mean, I imagine they look pretty, scuffled up from.
They're pretty exhausted, yeah, like big, dark circles under their eyes. Okay. When they sit down, there's like that thwump, Okay.
So my second endeavor today will be to keep watch so they can get some rest.
Okay. So with you guys taking, setting your places around the fire, we'll save the recap of what you guys have experienced for 2 weeks' time. That'll be a great way to start our session then. In fiction, relaying what you've encountered. It's 100 XP we grant? Or is it one?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then, for those listening at home, let me just move us back to here. Thank you so much for joining us for session 45 of our Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay campaign. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to the many Warhammer games we run on the channel, as well as things like Find a Group, GM discussion, virtual tabletop chat. There's a terrific, helpful, knowledgeable, and friendly community over there, and you're more than welcome to join us. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code NOBLEMUSER. It'll save you 10% on any purchase of $10 or more. And if they don't have something in stock that you're looking for, you can put it on a want list, and they'll send you an email when it comes in. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our stalwart, grim, and perilous heroes. So, Sean, John, and Darren, thank you so much for playing today, guys. Congratulations on... I guess is surviving another couple of days in the grim and perilous forest. I'm sure this thing has nothing to do with whatever problems are going on in this region, guys. Don't worry. But we'll be back in 2 weeks' time to see what awaits our heroes in the hills outside of Lorelorn. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our grim and perilous heroes are encountering. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.